VK4501P, also informally known as Tiger P or Porsche Tiger, was a gasoline-electric drive-heavy tank prototype designed by Porsche in Germany. Losing to its Henschel competitor on trials, it was not selected for mass production, and the Henschel design was produced as the Tiger one. Most of the already produced chassis were rebuilt as Elefant tank destroyers. On the 26th of May, 1941, Henschel and Porsche were asked to submit designs for a 45-ton heavy tank capable of mounting the high-velocity 8.8-centimeter KDWK-36 L-56 gun, which was derived from the German 88mm Flak 37 anti-aircraft gun. Both the Henschel and Porsche tanks were to be fitted with the same turret supplied by Krupp. The Porsche company worked on updating the VK3001P medium tank, Porsche's medium tank prototype, and adapted parts used on it for the new tank. The new Porsche tank, designated the VK4501P, was to be powered by twin V10 air-cooled Porsche Type 101 gasoline engines which were mounted to the rear of the tank. Each of the twin engines would then drive a separate generator, one for either side of the tank, which would then power each of two electric motors, one powering each track from the rear drive sprocket. But the engines and drivetrain were generally new and unorthodox designs for a tank, other than some brief experiments in the very early years, and due to being underdeveloped were prone to break down or require frequent maintenance. It was also difficult for the Third Reich to obtain additional amounts of quality copper to build whole new fleets of vehicles with electric drives, in addition to the increasing demands of the U-boat fleet, which used very similar diesel-electric transmissions, which worked perfectly well. While it was easy enough to obtain quality copper to build a single prototype, once series production began, this became more difficult. These problems, and the fact that trials proved the tank to be less maneuverable than its competitor, were the reason why Henschel's identically armed and more conventional VK4501H1 prototype, which became the Tiger one, was adopted for production instead. The VK4501P chassis was later chosen to be the basis of a new heavy Jagdpanzer, which would eventually be called the Ferdinand and mount the new, longer 88mm Pak 43. Only one tank went into service as a command tank in the Ferdinand Elefant unit and served in Panzerjager Abteilung 653. It was deployed in April 1944 and lost that subsequent July. The VK4501P chassis and many of the Elefant's components were later used in developing the VK4502P prototype heavy tank. Ferdinand Porsche developed the spring rod roller carriage. There were 6 road wheels, each road wheel formed of an inner and outer paired wheel per axle. The 6 paired road wheels were divided into 3 two-axle bogies per side for a total of 12 individual wheels, 6 road wheels, axles in 3 bogies. The wheels were not interleaved like those of the Tiger one. The gasoline-electric drive, specially developed by Ferdinand Porsche, entered uncharted territory for road vehicles. This led to numerous development issues with the drive system. The 2 air-cooled V10 engines designated Porsche Type 101, which were merged respectively with a Siemens Schuckert 500 kV-ampere generator, generated the necessary electric power to operate each of the 2 Siemens 230 kW individual output electric motors. In this drive system, a mechanical power transmission system and gearbox could be omitted, since now a 3-step speed switch took over the work. The electric motors transferred their power to a final drive with a ratio of 15:1 directly to the drive wheels located at the rear. The fuel tanks carried 520 liters of petrol and allowed a driving range of 105 kilometers. 2 compressed air tanks in the front crew compartment area assisted the driver during braking maneuvers. Unlike the Henschel design's mid-hull mounting for the turret, the VK4501P had its Krupp-designed turret mounted at the front. The turret, which mounted the 8.8-centimeter KWK-36 and MG-34 coaxial machine gun, was essentially the same Krupp design also used for Henschel's contract-winning VK4501H prototype design. The first 8 turrets produced had lower sides and a flat roof with raised center section to allow the gun to be depressed through a larger arc.